within 17 miles from Worthington State Forest in New Jersey, where my campground is. It's been a long day of driving. It'll be at the end close to 430 miles. I took Highway 93 south from New Hampshire, made a cutoff to 84, and then made my way all the way to these local roads. There's info.
What site is that?
36.
Clip this onto the post in front of your site.
Okay.
Anything else I can help you with?
No, just following this way in the directions for the numbers.
Yes, sir.
So apparently there's quite a number of sites here, 84 sites. And we just pulled to our site 36. So I'm positioning the van for most flat surface. Look around the campsite. You see I have neighbors which are already settled. Very impressive leaning tree. And it is the maple. Shady. Some type of trail starts from the campground, which I probably will explore. I prepared my lunch from 2023 batch of 2. It was one of early generations. It's not as great as the current one, but different profile of flavors and spices. I like it. And also variety from batch to batch is interesting rather than eating the same food. Though I don't oppose eating it every day. It's so nutritious that my body says, bring it on. It's all the body needs. For extra protein, I have sardines, very convenient, doesn't require refrigeration. So this is a little tea extractor. And I drink Rooibos tea, South African tea. Absolutely incredible flavor. Eating outside is absolute privilege and excitement from early childhood. I love to eat outside. Crickets singing their song. It's only 64 degrees. It's very comfortable, very pleasant. Very light wind. No bugs, no mosquitoes. What else would you like to have? So this is my kind of first course. Second course I bought at Costco. Absolutely incredible banana bread. Now, finally, that banana bread. Look at those nuts. It's incredible. I never tasted banana bread like this. And from Costco. Never seen it in other Costcos, including locations where we live. So, tea, banana bread, and an apple. That's what the dessert. And then enjoying YouTube, catching up on news, watching a video later in the bed. What a life. Late afternoon, I went for a walk, and I'm at the edge of Delaware River. As I mentioned, very peaceful river. Flows in a barely perceptible way. The water seems to be clear. No one at the campground, just few people. No day users left. Very peaceful. Crickets becoming louder and louder. And I'm going to go for a quick walk just to stretch my legs after a long drive. And come and maybe do my yoga practice next to the van, overlooking the river. And I think it's going to be wonderful. And sleep in the fresh air. You know, the freedom to just take the trail. Don't worry about where it goes. See what you find. See what you'll experience. There's some joy in it. There's some uncertainty and questioning, but then the leg just wants to be going. That's how I feel. Took advantage of golden light and came out from my campsite 20 yards away just to look at the river. Beautiful fields around. Appalachian Trail just goes through this water gap area, and tomorrow I'm going to take a hike on a portion of Appalachian Trail just to see what it's like. Since I'm so close to Appalachian Trail, I need to walk at least a few feet. Chilly morning, fog, and the fog rising from the water of the Delaware River. About 40 degrees. I'm going to make my breakfast. Hot buckwheat with fruit, freeze-dried, and with reconstituted with hot water. It's delicious and steaming. I'm planning to go and find Appalachian Trail today and have a hike. Probably as much hiking as I can do, because that's all there is to do today until I'm hungry. I'll return back to campsite and probably spend the afternoon at the campsite. Hopefully it will be warm. As I told you yesterday, my plan was to get to Appalachian Trail via local trails which connect here. So I'm at the intersection of Douglas Trail to Old Mine, connects Old Mine with the Appalachian Trail. But I'm hoping to get to an outlook over Delaware River and the upper reservoir. Hopefully I'll show you some interesting vistas there. But the trail itself is rocky. So far, no vistas, pretty much surrounded by the forest, covering the distance. I'm at the scenic outlook at the top of Appalachian Trail near the campground. Actually, I had to climb here about 1,500 feet of elevation gain and about 4 miles. The promise for the outlook didn't fulfill itself. It promised views on Delaware River, promised views on the other side to the upper reservoir of Delaware River. And as you could see, we have about 20 degrees straight view on the forest. So again, another example of disinformation in the maps, brochures, social media, Wikipedia, all of that based on some type of outdated information. And I'd say if you are older, have bad knees, or don't have on your trip here sturdy, and I'm talking about dirty, very thick soled shoes, your feet are not going to enjoy this trail. Here's an example of the kind of trail you have to walk, as they mentioned, 90% of the time. So there's no vistas anyway, it's all chaparral forest. So you have to continuously look on the trail to position your leg correctly, otherwise you're risking twisting an ankle, stubbing a toe. It's just not fun. After 5.5 miles on this Appalachian Trail with these rocks, even with my alpine approach hiking boots, which are very burly, which have major thread on them, it's been a torture. So some kind of Spanish Inquisition for my feet. So terrible trail. Highly recommend that you don't take it.